We some greedy bastards.
Yeah. Love 'em.
That's going to be on the shirt.
Yep.
We getting another one.
And I'm out.
Yep.
I tell you this. You feel good about yourself when you win a championship.
Yeah, no doubt.
You say things at the moment where you go into, when you look at it next week or two. You know what? I shouldn't have said that because that's bulletin board. They're gonna have that. People gonna have this video when they playing against you in the playoffs. You remember when he said this right here?
Yeah.
Game 7, closing out game. Let's not let them be greedy anymore.
Well, he's looking at the league how I'm looking at the league.
Okay.
And that's why earlier in the week I said this speaks dynasty.
Yeah.
Because Steph's getting older and the Warriors.
Right.
Bron getting older and the Lakers.
Right.
Right. I don't know if Giannis and them in the East can mess around and beat them in the finals. Right. So everything is really set up for this young team.
And they're going to everybody signed to contracts. Nobody's coming up in the next year or two.
They are built to win
teams
multiple
this offseason
championships.
are going to get better. Now, I'm not saying that they cannot.
I understand what you're saying.
But I'm talking about these teams, Boston Celtics, they're going to get better. Mm-hmm. They need a point guard, a starting point guard that can facilitate for those two guys.
But to play them, they're going to have to meet in the finals.
They're going to have to be in the finals, exactly.
Now, Tim, there's one other aspect of the Nuggets, not just winning the title this year, but the thought of can they win another one? Okay. Can they become a quote-unquote, dynasty, which is probably overstated. Like, it's hard enough to win one. But, yeah, they'll be the favorites to repeat, obviously, out west.
They should.
But here's the aspect of it that no one's talking about. It involves the Miami Heat. I can look at Golden State as well. There's something to be said about teams that keep the majority of their roster and their core together. Yep. The Denver Nuggets were not just put together yesterday. Yeah. These guys have been playing together for 3, 4, 5 years, and that's the result. The Miami Heat have had a core group of guys, whether you like them or not, it's immaterial, who've been together 2, 3, 4 years. They've been to NBA Finals now twice in the last 4 years. When you're a team that every year tries the Band-Aid fix, or hey, we're going to get the aging veteran, at the trade deadline, and he's going to push us over the edge. Yeah, there are some examples where it works. But that's really the way to do it.
No
that's
doubt.
the blueprint.
I mean, and they really doing it the same way the Warriors did it.
Yeah. Exactly
a really
right.
deep team, really good bench, and some really good star players. That's what they have, and they got people under contract for a minute. This team is going to be dangerous, and Coach Malone knows it.
Yes.
And that's why he's talking like that, and that's why he got his bling-bling on, and he's trying to let y'all know y'all going to be at this parade again next year in Denver.
Well, at the podium, you talking like, Miami is a good team. You're not trying to hit them, say anything bad about
right.
it. But when you get to the parade, you saying all these things.
Yeah, because we beat them by now.
Yeah, I know we beat them. But you know what? But when you say, we're going to win next year, that's like a stick or a slap in the face, like, oh, you think so? Mm-hmm. So I understand where you're coming from. I love his confidence. And I go one more. Murray, if he didn't get hurt, and wasn't hurt last year, would the Warriors would have won?
They might not have.
They might not have won because Murray is a guy that reckon with and plays very well and a healthy Murray. We saw it all.
And you saw it in the bubble before he got hurt.
So that's what Malone talking about right there.
What he's talking about.
He said we should have 2 if Murray didn't get hurt, so we don't win it again next year.
I know teams that should have won it, 2 or 3 years in a row with the Detroit Pistons back in the day, the bad boys, but they got hurt.
Yeah.
Isaiah got hurt in the finals. Yeah. 2 of their guys got hurt, concussions in the finals. So, a couple
Which is
of bad
the point
plays.
why it's so hard to do it.
That's why it's so hard to do it. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, people in Denver are having a good time. There's one fan that stood out in the parade yesterday. I'm not even sure if this guy knew why he was outside or who was even being celebrated.
Hopefully he knew why he was outside.
I honestly, God, when you watch this, you may be with me on this.
You heard him say, this is for us, man.
I don't know. He's like, I got a free brewski.
No. I got a brew for my man KCP. I got you. I know what to do with this.
And then
he went bear claw. He was like,
that bear claw.
A lot of the talk beforehand was whether or not Jokić even wanted to be at the parade because right after they won the championship, of course, he said, Ugh, I want to go home. But he was at the parade yesterday, of course, and he said, I'm having a good time. Timmy, can you walk me through why dudes like to walk around with no shirt on at parades?
I don't know.
You never had one. Will you walk me through why dudes like to...
I've been to a couple. I've been right there. I've been on the floats like I won.
Tim was on the Snoopy float, Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade.
No. The championship parade.
I apologize. When Miami won, gave you that ring.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I got 2 of them.
You can make the argument
Thank
that...
you, LeBron, Dwayne, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, those guys. I appreciate it.
They say your name on them?
Yes, they
yours.
do. They're mine.
Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.